This is Moreno Valley Updates, June 9th to June 15th. This is Steve.
This is Danny.
This is Tyler.
And we got one special guest, Leroy.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
For our driver of the week, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens this week. Kevin started April 2023. Done a few different things since then, but he's currently doing part of the Salt Lake Relay, and he's in Las Vegas. If you ever met Kevin, he's a pretty nice guy. Never met him?
Not yet.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He likes. He told me that he's married to the gym.
Oh, goodness. I'm married to the Dunkin' Donuts.
For new hires, we had started yesterday, Michael Flood here in Moreno Valley, and just did orientation for James Edgen. I think I might have spelled that wrong. No, that's right. James Edgen out in Buckeye did orientation yesterday. He's going to start on Tuesday, probably train with Eric. For our birthdays, we have Cesar Valdivia on June 14th. Last week, when I said the birthdays, I said May. So some people pointed that out to me. It's like, all right. So June, we're in June. So June 14th. June 14th is also, there's a couple, that's Flag Day. And it's also Donald Trump's birthday.
There you go.
Just happen to know that. They are the birthday, June 15th, Daniel Archibek. I forgot to mention that Caesar does relay in Las Vegas. Daniel Archibek, he is one of the yard drivers here in Moreno Valley. So happy birthday, guys. For our anniversaries, we have Brett Perry. He is in Salt Lake. He's going to hit 3 years on June 14th. It's going to be a big day.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the weather for Los Angeles. Low chance of rain, not too windy, not too bad. So we got mid-70s all week. That'll be good. Partly cloudy. That'll be pleasant.
Weather's going to be nice.
That's what you like, right? You like 70s or you like...
Between anything below 80.
Below 80. That's what you're going to get. For Las Vegas, it is hot. Over 100 every day, 110 on Wednesday, 0% chance of rain. So hydrate, follow all the tips that we gave. Make sure you're getting that Luma training done too. For Phoenix, over 100, wow, the low of 106. Yeah, that's hot, 0% chance of rain. Once you get on Phoenix, make sure you're hydrating. Salt Lake City, 90s. It's a low chance of rain, not too windy, but 90s, high 90s, getting close to 100 up there. So it's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
So Kevin and Scott and Jim, and here comes the heat for you guys. All right, so we had a pretty good week. No injuries and no accidents. Want to give Leroy just an opportunity to talk to I don't think a lot of the new guys have not met Leroy. Leroy used to be the safety supervisor here. Is that right?
Yes. I started out as a safety supervisor there, Steve, and then when I moved to Oklahoma, I was Midwest safety manager and did a lot of work with one of our other accounts, Procter & Gamble, and then was promoted to senior manager of safety overseeing the Walgreens fleet. That is currently what I'm doing and hope to be doing until I retire.
All right. So when we were chatting the other day, you had mentioned where we're at kind of on safety for the fiscal year for Walgreens. I can just maybe a quick update.
I do have something I want to share with you guys. It was an email I got from Dan Most that last month we had our best month, and he was pretty sure that was the best month ever. For the month of May, across the entire fleet, we had 3 lost time injuries, which is a huge reduction. So I realize one of them was there in Moreno Valley, but what you guys do is very dangerous. I'll take that as a win. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. That's a fantastic statistic.
All right, excellent. Let's go to Smart Drive. Tyler, I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, so Smart Drive, we actually did have a really good week today a good week so far on Smart Drive. So great job to everybody on that. So this week on Smart Drive is really just getting back to the basics. Our two highest events were following distance and incomplete stops. So following distance, I mean, that one's pretty straightforward. Everybody already knows the rules with that. You know, freeway speeds, try to stay 6 to 8 seconds away from cars. Anything less than 3 is going to flag you in the cameras. A big area that's a struggle for people is switching lanes. A reminder, you need to switch lanes a safe distance from other cars. You need at least a second gap or you are going to get flagged in the cameras. More is preferred, but you can't be under a second switching lanes. It's way too close to another car. As far as incomplete stops goes, we always get our incomplete stops the same way across the board. It's always the same thing. Everybody's making that right-hand turn, coming off a light or a stop sign, and does the California roll, gets down to about 3-4 miles an hour and rolls it. And just a reminder, you got to come to a complete stop in these trucks. Even if you're making that right-hand turn, come to a full 0, count a second, and then roll to avoid getting more of those videos. But overall, we had a great week so far in Smart Drive. Weak spot for everybody to keep their focus on is going to be the Friday and Saturday shifts. That tends to be where we see the spike in videos. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's all very light. Thursday's even pretty light. Friday, Saturday, we tend to have a spike in videos. So those are, the days of the week you want to focus on. That seems to be the struggle for people.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. I wonder what the reason for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's people just ready to close out the week or if it's, people getting stressed out with heavy traffic. I'm sure there is a lot more traffic Friday, Saturday. I'm not sure 100% what it is, but that's definitely where we see the spike.
Friday, Saturday. All right. So you want to be vigilant all week long, of course, but for whatever the reason, maybe the traffic picks up on Saturday or Friday. I mean, I don't know. Do you notice that, Danny? Does there just
No, not really.
It's just crazy traffic here all the time. Doesn't matter. All right, let's go to announcements. Don't have a lot. There's still about 15 people that have not done the heat-related illness training in Luma. It only takes a few minutes to do. We will hit you up. I know that you're getting the emails from Luma saying to get it finished, but we're going to have to hit you up with some more emails and harassment until it's done. I forgot to mention last week, Elba sent out the email to sign the 2024 Schedule of Wages and Working Conditions. That email came out from Beacon. So if you haven't done that, you need to get in there and sign that. We're going to bring up the straps again. You got to make sure that your pedal driver has straps. It is just, that makes for a horrible day when you can't strap anything in. That's all I got. Leroy, you got anything to add?
No, I don't right now, Stephen. I'll follow up with you after and maybe have more of a structure going forward.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? Nothing good? No words of wisdom? You always got something.
Besides the straps. Backhaul paperwork, relays, Phoenix, and the Gene drivers. Make sure on Saturdays or Friday nights when you're coming in, drop the trailer on the receiving side, but bring the paperwork to dispatch. I'm missing paperwork this morning, so there's nobody receiving today, so we can't track it down till Monday.
Wait, you're saying so just on Friday, when they come in on Friday night with they got a backhaul, so Phoenix and Las Vegas guys.
Yes, especially the new hires, they're not familiar on the process. Drop the trailer, bring the paperwork to dispatch. Jeff will get it. He'll send it out with the spotter on Sunday to get it stamped, but at least we'll know we have it. So as of right now, I'm missing paperwork from Vegas. I don't know. I know the trailer's here, so I don't know the paperwork's at receiving in the box. I checked through their window. They don't have it out there, so most likely it's probably in the box. And that's, I don't have access to the box, so most likely we're not going to be able to get it till tomorrow night or Monday.
All right. Tyler, you got anything?
Yeah, actually, I have one thing. It's something I've been talking to everybody about the observations this week, and I'm sure it's something a lot of the LA drivers deal with. I know Vegas deals with them, but heavy amount of homeless people out there. Reason I bring it up is we've had a few different drivers lately come and tell me their close calls they've had with, almost hitting homeless people. Unfortunately, it's something we have to deal with out there in LA and in these populated big cities. Is there will be bigger homeless populations, and we all know they could be a little bit unpredictable. You never know exactly what move they're going to make next, and that's something you got to keep your head on a swivel for. Bernito, for those who don't know him, he's one of the trainers there at Moreno Valley. He tells a great story about it. He had one incident a while back where, he's pulling up to a red light. There's a homeless person sitting on the corner at the crosswalk. They're just standing there, and so he looks. He sees them, looks left, and it's clear. He gets ready to go. All of a sudden, he sees the homeless lady disappear. He slams on the brakes. Luckily, he did that because 2 seconds later, here she comes popping out from the right in front of his hood.
Ooh, wow.
So it's something to keep in mind. They're very unpredictable. I heard another one this week. I won't name the driver on this one, but he's backing up at a stop, and he thinks it's just a blanket sitting there on the ground. Once he's fully parked, he gets out, and he realizes there's a homeless person sleeping under that blanket, and he swore it looked completely flat. But that's all it takes. If he was 1 foot to the right, you would have just, ran somebody over. So that's something to keep in mind. And unfortunately, they are everywhere around these stops. Always get out and look, make sure they're not surrounding your guys' areas that you're going to back up into, especially if you're backing up blind and you can't see that well. I'm sure everybody could tell from looking around the yard. We don't exactly have a ton of 6-foot people in the fleet. So the shorter you are, the lower you're going to have to sit in the truck. The lower you're going to sit, the bigger that blind spot's going to be. So you need to put extra attention on making sure nobody's getting in front of your truck like that. Nobody's getting behind you. Especially with the homeless populations in the big cities.
That's a good point. All right, that's all I have for the week. Yep.
I was just tripping out on what Tyler was saying. I had to deal with that on Thursday. Guy is sitting. Yeah, he's sitting right behind the roll-up door in a chair facing the roll-up door, completely dark. I had one of the new drivers training on the set, and I told him don't move the truck till he moves. So I asked the guy politely to, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and back in, so just so you know. So he started putting his shoes on. And then he just sat there and chilled. So give him a couple of minutes. I had to ask him again, politely. The dude's been getting crazy out there. And finally, he was able to move. He moved. He took off, and he was cool about it. He didn't get all violent. And that's a good thing that Tyler brought it up. I was just looking at the news yesterday. I guess somebody got killed in Monrovia. And this has nothing to do with deliveries. The guy was a truck driver. But it seems like he was outside his house, and on the other side of the fence, there was a homeless guy getting kind of loud, and he told him politely, hey, just keep it down, and the guy shot him, killed him.
Ooh.
So it's just best, be polite. I had another, 60 Vermont is well known. That store in West LA, it's well known for homeless. The same thing. This probably happened about a month ago. I was covering Joseph's route, and there was a guy in a wheelchair, and he was leaning down all the way to the ground, and I thought, he needed help, and I asked him. I didn't touch him. I just asked him, he need help, and he kept complaining like he was hurting, so I asked him again. At that time, the guy from the store opened the door, and I told him just keep an eye on him, and I'm going to pull the truck away from him. And I ended up calling 911 because I wasn't sure if he really needed help or he was hurting or somebody did something to him. So 911 came, and they checked him out. And it seems he was good because a few minutes later, a manager told me they had to kick him out of the store because he was getting crazy inside. But it's just best not to either touch him because they can blame you for something. They can blame you that you're the one that hurt him. It's just, in my personal opinion, call 911, let them deal with it. You never know; they might need help. And
yeah, that's a good point. All right, I think that's it.
All right.